and that is quadratic equation. I will start majorly from the definition, then move strategically into some important places that I believe that students should know of. So I'll start from the definition, that what exactly is quadratic equation? How can we define it? Yes, quadratic equation can simply be defined as a polynomial. It's a polynomial with the highest degree of 2. You understand? So it's a polynomial with the highest degree of 2, and it is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Yes, such that a must not be equal to 0. So this is the form of a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And the coefficient of s squared, which is a, must not be equal to 0. And the reason being that the moment a becomes 0, then that equation ceases to be a quadratic equation. It then becomes a linear equation. There's at least the first 5 equations that can be gotten from a polynomial is first is the linear, second is the quadratic, third is the cubic, fourth is the quadratic, and the fifth is the elliptic. We are discussing the second order now of the polynomial, which is called what? The quadratic equation. There are basically 4 ways to solve the quadratic equation. Basically 4 ways. The first method is called the factorization method. The factorization, yes, method. Then the second method is called the completing the square method. Completing the square method. Then the third method is the formula method. The formula method, that is popularly known as the almighty formula. Then the fourth method is the graphical method. Yes, the graphical method is the fourth method to solving a quadratic equation. So these are the basic, these 4 methods that are popular while we are trying to solve the problem under quadratic equation, actually. And this personally, I refer to factorization method as intuition-based method, in that you are the one that will think of the 2 numbers needed to satisfy a particular condition, and the same number will also satisfy the product condition as it is. Then the second one is completing square method. It's a process where I call it process-based method because you need to follow a particular process of a method called completing square method. Then we arrive at the formula method. Yes, this is the graphical method to solving a formula, to solving a quadratic equation. So this complete method to me is more like an analytic method of solving the quadratic equation. So we're going to start from how the formula method is derived from the completing square method. How is the formula method derived from completing square method? Once again, you have to remember that the quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus what? Plus bx plus c equals 0. Don't forget, such that a must not be equal to a 0. It's very, very important condition has been fulfilled. Then what do we do here? The first process, don't forget I called completing the square method a process-based method, meaning it becomes ax squared plus bx equals to minus c. So plus c moves to the right side and becomes minus c. Then I then say divide both sides by what? By a. So I have ax squared all over a plus bx all over a equals minus c all over a. Do you understand? Then a cancels a, I'll be left with x squared plus what? Plus bx over a equals minus c over a. Are you getting me? That being said, now why is it called complete square method? Because we are going to look for a term such that when I add the term to this part of the equation, it can be factorizable. But the way it is, according to the law of equation, whatever is added to the right hand side of an equation must be added to the left hand side of an equation so as to ensure that the equation is still balanced. Do you understand? So meaning that I'm going to say add 1 over 2, which is half, of the coefficient of x, which is b over a, squared to both sides. Do the adding. Meaning that I'm going to say that x squared plus bx all over a plus in bracket b over 2a in bracket squared equals to minus c over a plus in bracket b over 2a all in bracket squared. Are you there? Then this is not factorizable. So when you factorize this, you'll be having x plus what? B over 2a squared equals to minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. I expand this bracket, b squared, 2a squared becomes 4a squared. Then the next thing we're going to be doing now is that I'm going to be making the left right hand side become a single expression. So 2a squared, what does it become? Becomes LCM is what? 4a squared. The LCM of a and 4a squared becomes 4a squared. So how many a can I see in 4a squared? I can see 4a. And 4a times minus c, this means minus 4ac plus how many 4a squared can I see in 4a squared? 1. 1 times b squared. Simply this means b squared. Then I will then say square root both sides. Square root both sides. The aim is so that I can cancel this square. When you are trying to cancel square, you square root both sides. I am trying to cancel square root, you square both sides. But this time I am square root both sides. So square root both sides, where I have x plus b over 2a all in bracket squared equals to plus or minus the square root of what? This can be written as b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Just as you can say that minus 7 plus 9 is the same thing as 9 minus 7. Do you understand? So, square root take away square, then I will have x plus b all over what? 2a equals to, don't forget, whenever I find the square root of any entity, it's plus or minus. Just like the square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Because minus 2 times minus 2 will give you 4, and plus 2 times plus 2 also give you 4. So that means we have this plus or minus square root of what? B squared minus what? 4ac all over what? 2a. 2a because the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of a squared is a. I take this my guy to the right side, then becomes x equals to minus b over what? 2a plus or minus the square root of what? B squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So the LCM of these two expressions is 2a, so that I'm going to be having x equals to LCM is what? 2a. How many 2a cancel into a? 1. 1 times minus b minus b plus or minus. How many 2a cancel into a? 1. 1 times the square root of b squared minus 4ac is still the same as the square root of what? B squared minus 4ac. This is where we have arrived. This is called the formula method to solving the quadratic equation, while the process is called completing the square method of solving the quadratic equation. Now the beautiful thing about this method is that any of this method you chose to use will eventually land you at the same answers, be it the graphical, the factorization method, the complete square method, or the formula method. Maybe in other videos I'm going to explain the graphical method better in a very more clear way to you. So let's take an example at least to solidify points here. We use just one example, both for the formula method and the complete square method. And if you understand this example, it suffices for any other one you try to solve. We're solving this question. I've solved number 1, and I've number 2 for you to attempt. So, attempt number 1 question using complete square method. I have number 1, I have 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Do not forget the same process I keep led you through while I solved the complete square method. Just for the same process, geographically, what do I have? I'm going to be having 2x squared minus 5x equals minus 3. The next process step is I'll say divide through or divide both sides by the coefficient of x squared, which is what? 2. Do you understand? That being said, I have 2x squared all over 2 minus 5x all over 2 equals minus 3 over 2. 2 takes away 2. Our intention is to see that the coefficient of x squared is 1. That being said, I'll be having x squared minus 5x over 2 equals minus 3 over 2. Then we have arrived at adding or looking for a number that can help our right left hand side of the equation to be what? Factorizable. And by so doing, we will need to add half of the coefficient of x, which is minus 5 over 2 squared, to what? To both sides. We're going to do that. And to what do we get? We're going to be having x squared minus 5x over 2 plus minus 5 over 4 all in bracket squared equals to minus 3 over 2. I'm having the same thing I'm having to get out of the equation to the right hand side as well. So plus minus 5 over 4 squared. So now I factorize this. This will become, I will pick x, then I will take minus 5 over 4, just like I did when I was deriving that equation. Then I put a square, which becomes minus 3 over 2 plus minus 5 squared is what? 25. Then 4 squared is what? 16. In that case, I will then be having what? I'll be having x minus 5 over 4 squared equals to LCM is simply 16, just like my LCM initially was 2a. But now it's 16. How many 2 can I see 16? I can see 8. Then 8 times minus 3, I have minus 24. Plus, how many 16 can I see 16? 1. 1 times 25 is still what? 25. Then the next step, I'm going to say square root both sides. Yes, square root both sides. So I square root both sides, where I have x minus 5 over 4 squared equals plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 24. You can reason as this all over 16. On that note, square root take away square, and we having x minus 5 over 4 equals plus or minus the square root of 1 all over square root of 16 is what? 4. So I will have x equals 5 over 4 because minus 5 will come to the right hand over 4 plus or minus 1 over 4. So that means I'll be having x equals to LCM is what? 4. 4 and 4 is what? 1. 1 times 5, 5. Plus or minus 4 and 4 is what? 1. 1 times 1, 1. So that means it becomes 5 plus 1 over 4 or 5 minus 1 over 4. So x is simply equals to 6 over 4 or 4 over 4, which eventually gives us 3 over 2 or 1. Should you understand? So that's our final answer eventually using the complete equal method. Now, if I'm to be using the same question for formula method, where you have to recall that what? You simply need to recall that x equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over what? 2a. What is my a from the equation? My a is 2, my b is minus 5, and my c is 3 from equation 1. So I take these my values and substitute into my formula method so that it becomes x equals minus 5 plus or minus square root of minus 5 squared minus 4 times a 2 times 3 all over 2a 2 times 2. So I have x equals minus times minus 5 plus or minus square root of what? 25 minus what of 4 times 2 times 3 is simply 24 over 4. So I have x equals to 5 plus or minus square root of 1 over 4. Then it becomes x equals to 5 plus or minus what? 1 all over 4, which is the same as 5 plus 1 over 4 or 5 minus 1 over 4. So x equal to 6 over 4 or 4 over 4. So 2 here, 2 here, I have 3 over 2 or 1. You can see that you arrive at the same answer just as we have in complete square. Even though we use the graphical method or the factorial method, we are still going to arrive at the same answer. So I encourage you to try number 2. You should have the same answer as well. And I would like to get your feedback. Thank you for listening. God has blessed you.